The lesson I learned the last time I did a cover is that every time that you publish a cover, you have to pay a license fee of $12 per annum, which isn't too bad, but stacks up pretty quickly. So to counteract that, this week I'm going to do a cover from the public domain so that I don't have to pay any money. What you're looking at now is what I've got so far. It's very, very early stages, but this is St. James Infirmary by Who the Fuck Knows. It's an old jazz standard that I used to play in a couple of bands, and so I figured I'd give it a go. One thing that's worth noting is that I've got the song in G because that was what was suiting my voice the best, but I have the keyboard transposed to C, and that is because I am bad at music, and I learnt the song in C, and I cannot be bothered to learn it again in G. Plus, if I'm going to be doing solos later, then for whatever reason, C minor is the key that I am most comfortable improvising in. She won't ever find another man quite like me. So as you can hear, I've already taken kind of a first stab at a vocal pass. I'll re-record that obviously. But I think part of the fun of this track is that I've heard over the course of my life at least maybe 10, 15 different versions of it. My favorite is probably actually the Hugh Laurie version, surprisingly, but I mean all the way from Louis Armstrong to the White Stripes have done this track, and I don't think I've ever heard two versions with the same lyrics. So I haven't looked up the lyrics. I'm just gonna do them from memory, and if I don't know what to do, I will just make some more up, because that's how it rolls. So a couple of updates. The track's taking pretty good shape. One of my key sounds I changed into this, which I think is pretty neat. It's like a layered original key sound, but with an organ effect underneath. So with some velocity, you get the keys quite strong, but without it, it's mainly organ. And I thought that was pretty neat. The other thing I've got going on now is just a bit of a bass solo, which is something I'm relatively happy with. I've added a little bit of kind of ear candy, and it goes kind of instrument solo, instrument solo, instrument solo, but then I've got a bit of layering of some of those instruments over the others. The only thing that's really missing any additional stuff right now is this section here, and then maybe some additional impro on the outro here as well. One other thing that I added is this kind of mallet thing. I've got it going on an arpeggiator at the moment. Just to add a little bit of something with some space. It was feeling a little empty without it. It's interesting. I do also definitely find myself getting more comfortable listening to my own voice, which I was absolutely not comfortable with when I started this. I still don't like it, but I can listen to it now. Nah. So everybody knows that I died standing pat. Shoes, I'm bounced back suit and a Stetson hat. So the last things that I need to do are a little bit of a mix and master pass, and I will try and add some variation like drum fills, bass fills. We'll see how much time I get for that. Bing! That's done. Here we go. I went down to St. James Infirmary. Saw my baby there. She was laid out on a long white table, so cold, so sweet, and so bare. Let her go, God bless her, wherever she may be, for she may search this whole wide world over. She won't ever find another man quite like me. Chain, so everybody knows that I died standing pat. So there you go. I'm pretty happy with that overall. It's not the greatest, but I think it's a good kind of practice piece, and I think it came out sounding pretty good. The one thing that I'm not super happy with is I'm definitely noticing the absence of real physical drums. I find it a lot harder to program drums that sound real and uh sound human, and also just kind of getting enough variation in there. Like, it's very loop based at the moment, which is partly a function of the fact that I've only got a limited amount of time to do this, but would be nice. I have an idea for next week, so boy.